At our country's worst moment, we survived on a diet of kindness, generosity, and compassion. I would never again wish for another 9/11, but I would give anything for another 9/12. The majority of America came together as Americans. And all of these subcategories that we identify with were shed away. And we all came together as Americans. The patriotism has never been higher since. So let's get back to the definition of united. Let's get back to faith. And before I close out, I'm going to ask my colleagues if they have a comment or two to say.
Thank you, Mayor. You know, I talked to the mayor last night and I said to him, I don't have a speech ready. I never know what I'm going to say. But this morning at Starbucks, I was with about a dozen veterans. One of them, Judge Wolin, a federal judge retired, was writing a poem about 9/11. And they all talked about their memories of service to their country and of the loss of innocence at 9/11. Let us never forget. And I noticed in the audience today, the youngest young man here who's 5 or 6 years old with my friend Dan Crossan. It's nice to see the babies here, the little ones here, who were not born during that time, who are now learning patriotism and learning how America needs to stand together against our enemies. I first came to office here the year that we had this major tragedy. And I got to tell you, my colleague, Gary Donato, stepped up. He went and picked up these monuments to help build. This monument designed by Ralph Garofalo, who's passed away, another veteran. The community gathered together and did so much to remember. We lost some residents in this town also. But please, never forget. Please stand by Americans, regardless of party, regardless of ethnicity. We are one family, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Lastly, an overwhelming share of Americans who are old enough to recall the day remember where they were and what they were doing. Yet, an ever-growing number of Americans have no personal memory of that day. Therefore, it is incumbent upon all of us today to teach our children and our grandchildren what happened on 9/11, to never forget. Thank you for attending, everybody.